Yeah, after the game it kind of hit me, but then too, I was kind of happy also because after all the hard work, and everybody always says hard work always pays off. So and I see it is.
Is there a little bit that you got to prove that you're an SEC type running back?
Not yet. I guess not. Since it was just the first game, but hopefully I can prove that later on in the season.
But that's motivation. That's motivation.
Yes, sir. It is.
What was your last touchdown?
As a Opelika Bulldog.
Corey, you're a lot bigger than you were in high school, but it looked like you definitely kept your speed. You feel like you're as fast as you were when you were running the 100 meters?
Yes, sir. I actually feel a little bit faster. Working with Coach Russell, he knows what he's doing, and he helps us a lot on our speed, and even getting bigger and maintaining your speed as you get bigger.
What were you timed in the 40 last time you got time?
Last time I was timed was 4.29.
4.29. When was that?
That was the last spring with Coach Youngs when he was here.
Corey, can you kind of talk about your mentality through all of the last 2.5 years? It seems like you kind of kept a solid focus. I'm going to get my shot. I'm going to get my shot. What was that like, kind of going through that with that mentality?
At times it got rough, but like you said, I just kept pushing and just knowing that my time will come and it's finally here.
What was that like, under the piles and just after your first touchdown in college, having your teammates celebrate? I know I think Greg kind of it was a we thing for them as well. It was they all celebrate their moment. So what was that like?
Yeah, through the celebration it was exciting. Even the other guys, my teammates, they know what I've been through, and for me to do that and for us to do that together, it was an exciting moment. Not even for me, but for them too.
Who's kind of helped you get through that, like last year when things didn't go like you expected? Was there anybody that helped you really get through it?
I would probably have to say my parents, and also my roommate Jeff Wood. He was my roommate last year, and me and him, we talked a lot, and he just told me keep pushing, and I'll finally get my chance.
What was the conversation like with your mom and your dad when you came home? I understand you dropped off some laundry this weekend. So what was that conversation like when you went home and saw them?
It was pretty good. It was exciting to finally they were there at the game, and for them to finally be there and actually see me play and actually get this chance and take advantage of it. They were excited just as much as I was.
Corey, you had obviously some big runs in the day. Talk about the one you got down to about the 5, and that guy just flipped you flat over. What happened on that one?
Yeah, it was it was just a reverse, and I had made a cut, and I think I broke a tackle. And as I turned my head, I saw him for a split second, and I was too high to lower my shoulder, and it was too late to put a move on him. And yeah, it was a clean hit, but it was a nice hit also.
Kind of along for the ride with him?
Yeah.
So you didn't see that? You didn't see it coming?
No, I saw it at the last second. It was too late to do anything.
Did you pop right back up? Did it ring you a little bit?
Yeah, it did ring me a little bit, but I was okay.
How much weight have you gained since coming out of high school?
Coming out of high school, I was probably about 30 pounds.
Could you go back a little bit through the recruiting process? You were Auburn's backyard, you went to Alabama, and then also the process when you had to decide to leave Alabama.
Yeah, being recruited out of high school, it was a tough decision, and just I love Coach Malzahn and his offense, and after talking to Coach Saban and how they wanted to utilize me and trying to get away from home. Every student coming out of high school is like, I want to get away from home. So I kind of did that, and then after being there and realizing this really was for me, and coming back here, I think I made the right choice.
You didn't fit the system?
Yeah, I really didn't fit in the system like I thought I was as I was being recruited, and so that's why I decided to make that decision.
Corey, after getting to watch film, how did you think the offense played? Because Malzahn was just up here and he said that after watching it, it was below average.
Yeah, it really was. We didn't reach any goals that we really wanted to, but I think this week we can turn it around and do a lot better.
How you guys gonna share the ball? You and Trey. I mean, all three of you won it. So how is that gonna work?
It's just whenever our numbers call, Coach has a different plan for each game, and whenever our numbers call, we're just gonna carry the ball.
Corey, when Trey fumbled the ball there at the end, when y'all could ice it early, and then they got the ball back, and then when you guys got the ball back, Trey kept getting the ball. Talk about as a running back, the trust that Gus had in Trey to give him the ball again instead of putting him on the sideline, putting him in the doghouse. Yeah,
I knew Trey. That was just a little spur of the moment. Trey, he didn't mean to do that, and it just slipped his mind. And I knew when Coach kept me in, I knew that Coach still had trust in him, and I even knew that Trey, he wasn't gonna fumble that ball again after doing that.
And as a running back though, when the coach has that confidence in you, even if you make a mistake, talk about just the confidence.
Yeah, that's a big thing that each player has inside. Fumbling and going back in, and coach not pulling you out. That coach has a lot of confidence in you.
Corey, what was the first conversation you had once you left the field after the game to really kind of celebrate the moment? What'd you do first to enjoy the moment?
I celebrated with my O-linemen and receivers in the locker room. Like I said, everybody was even excited, more excited than me, because after all I've been through. But yeah, we would just celebrate together in the locker room.
Corey, can you describe how that play unfolded? Like, at what point did you kind of know that, hey, I've got a good shot to score here? Once you got to the corner? Or
probably after I turned the corner and Sammy Coates, he had his block, he made his block. And after I turned the corner and maybe about 5 yards after that, I kind of realized I could probably take this to the house.
Did you think you stepped out at all? I know they reviewed it. Did you?
No, I
Did you
didn't.
think you were close?
I knew I was close, but I never thought I stepped out. I knew I was close there.
What about your role in this offense now? Obviously, you're the big play. We've heard that a lot, the spark a little bit. The three running backs each have what they do well. How do you feel what you do well?
I think what I do well is use my speed, but from week to week, coach is going to may utilize me different, and it's just whatever the game plan is.
I know you're known for the speed, but how much has that added strength helped you?
It helps out a lot. Just even having a lot of speed, having strength too. It helps out a lot to break tackles and get through piles and things like that.
Their nickname for you three, the trio of running backs?
Yeah, I heard that.
What is it? What you heard?
Only one I've heard right now is like the three-headed monster.
Okay.
You try to make a push at all, trying to get into the Wildcat? You see Cap back there, but what about you?
We haven't really talked about it yet. I think he did a great job this first game, though.
Obviously, you've done a lot out of the backfield with carries and whatnot, but how much do you want to try and get into the passing game on the quick passes and sweeps and those things?
I do want to be involved in that too, but like I said, it varies from each game. Whatever his plan is, got to go with it.
So going into the game, were you convinced you were going to play a significant role, or was it kind of like, well, I've been here before, I got to wait and see?
I kind of knew what my role was going to be, but I didn't know it was going to be that big for the first game.
We talked about when Coach Malzahn was hired after you barely played last season on offense, but we talked about how excited the quarterbacks were when he got hired. Was anybody more excited than you? You think that he got that job as far as your role?
I was very excited, but other teammates, they were excited too, because a lot of the guys that are here, they were recruited by him and came in when he was here. So overall, the whole team was excited.
Was that new line for you?
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, especially with his offense.
Let's go.